got it?
One,
Okay, color.
One building at a time, one T-car at a time, we are trying to bring more color to all of the city of Pittsburgh.
Oh, I put it in upside down.
LED light painting that we've been doing for the Color Beechview project is something that I came up with. What it allows us to do is to use lights and long exposure photography, and in this case also some processing in a computer, to get a live projection of this light painting. In the first workshop, we were using wearable LEDs that I built myself. Participants in the project were able to wear some of the LEDs on their arms or hold them in their arms and sort of draw with them by moving around.
I know there was a woman in her 80s who, once the lights were strapped on her, had shared with us later that she felt that she was flying. She felt like a bird.
The second workshop that we did, we used a 6-foot-tall light stick, and with that we were able to do just a lot of different colors. Having rainbows and other colors illuminate people, we were doing silhouettes. So the project ended up creating these silhouette portraits of people from the neighborhood, which we then used to design some of the public art that's now displayed outside the building.
One of the images that is like the one at the entrance in the ground, I remember that kid. I think that was my favorite moment because she needed him to stay still, but he was so excited about it and he just like kept moving, you know, and there's just like a beautiful moment to see him so excited.
It was easy to engage folks from the community who needed to have no particular artistic talents or experience, but rather through movement with light, art could be created.
At least for me in my department and my division, you know, it's really important that the work that we do out there, the community gets involved, because then that it's art that it comes from the community, so they have ownership and they have pride and they're part of the whole process.
Age-friendly Greater Pittsburgh pursued a grant offering from AARP that would help build community around an age-friendly theme.
And there were 1,600 proposals from across the country, and 129 of them were funded, 2 in the state of Pennsylvania. So we are so thrilled to be one of 2 projects.
And we decided to bring this project to Beechview, a community that we've enjoyed working in before. We view our mission as combating social isolation and a sense of separation for any members of society. When we come together to do this project, while it is an art project, it really is a community project above all. Encourage people who didn't know one another to get to know one another, to reach across generations and across ethnicities, to connect, and in doing that, what we created was an atmosphere where art was being made among friends. And there was a liveliness to it. Kids got involved with the lights and the art, and you could see them come to life, feeling the thrill of actually being a part of an important event. So I think this was the spirit of it, that people really felt engaged with one another. It was almost as if there was a dance going on at the party, and that dance created art. We feel that senior centers across the city, across the country, ought to be places of intergenerational multi-ethnicity.
And you know, one of our big goals is to create spaces that really feel welcoming to everyone. So spaces like this public senior center,
where, again, we don't allow our seniors any more than our senior centers to become marginalized, but rather they should be at the center of our communities and at the center of our culture, because there's so much to be shared and to be learned intergenerationally.
If this is the start of things like this, partnerships with us and other city departments, working with the councilman, Lively Pittsburgh, Ted and Susan, I mean, AARP, the support from them, there's a lot that we can do here. So I hope that this is a launching point.